So today we're going to continue practice graphing lines and then also talk about horizontal and vertical lines. Okay, so what is an equation of a line that goes through these 2 points, 4, 3 and -1, 3? So let's plot these. So I have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, +3, there's 1 point, and then -1, -3. So if I connect the dots, what kind of line is that? It's a horizontal line. And then what's the slope of this horizontal line? So if you remember our trick, we can say it's 0 slope. Okay, so we have 0 slope. And now the equation of the line. And let me ask you this, what axis does this cross? It crosses the y-axis. And it crosses the y-axis at 3. So the equation of this line is y equals 3. Okay, so these are special cases and ways that we can graph these lines, ways that we can write the equations of these lines. So horizontal lines have 0 slope, and horizontal lines also cross the y-axis. And so since it crosses the y-axis, it's going to be in the form y equals the intercept. And since it crosses at 3, it's y equals 3. Okay, let's look at this one. We have -5, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, comma, 1, 2, 3, and then -5, -1. Notice how we have a vertical line. And the slope of a vertical line is undefined. So we don't have a slope, but it crosses the x-axis. So it crosses the x-axis where x equals -5. So that is the equation of this line. So vertical lines will be in the form x equals, and horizontal lines will be in the form y equals. So let's put it all together. Horizontal lines are always in the form y equals a number. And horizontal lines always cross the y-axis. And your slope is 0. So horizontal lines that way. Okay, it crosses the y-axis, so it's in the form y equals. Vertical lines are in the form x equals, because it crosses the x-axis. So if you see a line cross the x-axis, it will have an undefined, or a vertical line crossing the x-axis, it will have an undefined slope, and it will be in the form x equals. So if we're looking to graph the equations, x equals 3, we know that this graph crosses the x-axis at 3. So if it's crossing the x-axis, it has to be a vertical line. And then if we have y equals -4, that means it's crossing the y-axis at -4. And it will be a horizontal line. Okay, so just kind of going back to x and y intercepts, finding them algebraically, but I wanted to identify what form this is in. Okay, so this is in standard form. That's standard form. And standard form is really great to find intercepts, because if I set x equal to 0, then I can find my y-intercept easily. And then if I set my y equal to 0, I can find my x-intercept easily. So trying to now figure out the advantages of which forms, standard form is great because we can find our intercepts easily. Okay, so now we're going to practice graphing with lines. Remember, if a problem is not in standard form, or sorry, if a problem is in standard form, then we want to rearrange it into slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. And then we're going to plot the y-intercept, right? Which is a point on the graph. And then we're going to plot more points using our knowledge of the slope. And then we're going to connect the dots. So to graph this, we want to rearrange into slope-intercept form. So we have to isolate and solve for y. So y equals -5/4 x plus 3. So that means our y-intercept is 3. So let's plot that. 1, 2, 3. And our slope is -5/4. So I'm going to go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1, 2, 3, 4. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we are graphing that line, a negative slope. Okay, for this one, we have to add 2x, and then to isolate y, divide by 3, but everything we're dividing by 3. So we're going to start up at 3, 1, 2, 3, and then our slope is 2/3. So I'm going to go up 2 to the right, 1, 2, 3. Up 2 to the right, 1, 2, 3. Or down 2 to the right, 1, 2, 3. Down 2 to the left, 1, 2, 3. And then that's all done, and we can connect the dots. Okay, so y equals 4x. Is this in y equals mx plus b form? So here's mx. So here's our 4, but our b is at 0. So we have to start at 0, 0, that origin. And then our slope is 4 over 1. So rise over run. 1, 2, 3, 4, run 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, run 1. Or down 1, 2, 3, 4, run 1 to the left. And we can graph that line.